If you are ready to ramp up the intensity of your exercise routine, to burn more calories, to blast more fat, and to truly get fit, stick around because I'm going to share with you a tool that I recently discovered that has done just that for me and my workouts. Now, if you're new here, I'm Ursula. I lost 70 pounds in 9 months, primarily by changing up the way that I was eating. I started to count macros, focused on high protein, eliminated processed sugar, and then I started to run and strength train. After losing the 70 pounds, I had a tummy tuck to remove loose skin around my abdomen, and then I went on to lose an additional 16 pounds training for a marathon. So for this weight loss journey, I've lost approximately 90 pounds, and I've been on this journey for a little over 2 years at this point. This summer, I decided that I really wanted to kick my workouts up a notch. I am training for a marathon in the fall, and I really want to be in the best shape of my life. I have a time goal for this marathon that I'm training for, and I really just wanted to find a way to increase the intensity of my workouts without really having to change up my whole workout routine. And that is when I discovered a weighted vest. Now, I know some of you are asking, what is a weighted vest? And a weighted vest is simply a garment that has added weights to it, and you wear it over your workout clothes while you're working out. And the purpose of wearing a weighted vest while you're working out is to increase the intensity of that workout, aka you're burning more calories, aka you're burning more fat, and you're getting fit. Now, a weighted vest also helps with strengthening muscles, and it also has the potential to enhance bone density. Now, this is my weighted vest. I have an 8-pound weighted vest, and this is what it looks like. And I decided to test my weighted vest on different workouts. Now, you can use a weighted vest for low intensity as well as high intensity workouts. And as you know, I like to walk, I like to run, and I like to strength train. So I decided to test the weighted vest out on each of these 3 types of workouts. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I thought about using the vest for each type of workout. Now, again, I have an 8-pound vest, and if this is something that you're interested in learning more about, click on the link in the video description. It will take you directly to the vest that I'm wearing, the one that I purchased, but it will also show you other options as well for different weights for the vest. And so you can take a look and decide which one is right for you right from that one link. Now, the first workout that I tried the weighted vest on was a 20-minute power walk. So I jumped on the treadmill, cranked up the incline to 2%, and the speed was on 3.5. And I just started to pump my arms, and I was walking on the treadmill. Now, what I'll share is that when I initially got on the treadmill, I thought that the vest was too light. I thought that maybe I went too light on the weight because it's only an 8-pound vest. But I will tell you that once I started to actually walk and I was pumping my arms and I was on that 2% incline, almost immediately I could tell that the weight of the vest was increasing the intensity of that walk. And I was pumping my arms and I was huffing and kind of out of breath. I was really getting in a really great workout just with the addition of the 8-pound vest. And so I finished that workout, 20 minutes, and I was hooked. I was like, okay, I get it now. I understand the purpose of the vest. At that point, I realized that I had not gone too light on the weights, that it was the perfect weight, at least for me to start out at. And that workout was quite intense with just the 8-pound vest. Now, the second workout that I tried the weighted vest on was with a run, and I decided to do it with a shorter run. This was a 30-minute run. I can get in 3 miles on a speed of 6 in 30 minutes on the treadmill, so that's what I decided to do. And so I put the vest on and I got on the treadmill for this 3-mile run. Now, usually on a 3-mile run, 30 minutes on the treadmill, I usually don't break a sweat until about the 20-21 minute mark. Like when I'm done with the 30-minute run on the treadmill, typically, I'm usually just, glistening a little bit. I still got curls in my hair. And, I'm just really not like full blown out sweating. But this particular run, when I put on the weighted vest and I started my run, I was probably at like full blown sweat at about the 12-minute mark. So much so, I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to actually finish this run with this vest on? That is how quickly the intensity kicked up because of the addition of the vest. Now, I was able to finish that run, and what I will tell you is that, it wasn't heavy at all. I did have it tightened well, and so I wasn't jiggling around or anything like that. It wasn't, flapping up against me. It wasn't hurting my back or anything like that. So I was able to finish that run. But boy, was I huffing and puffing and trying to catch my breath after that 30 minutes. I'm telling you, the 8-pound vest just really kicked up the intensity of that run. And again, the only thing I did was to add the vest. And this was exactly what I was looking for when I said I wanted to kick up my workouts a notch without really having to make any changes to my workout routine. So the addition of the vest was just perfect for that, because I didn't have to change my run whatsoever. Now, the third type of workout that I used on the vest was with strength training. I decided to use the weighted vest when I was going to do lower body. And so I was going to be holding and squatting with heavier 20-pound weights. And I decided to complement that with the 8-pound weighted vest. It was a great workout. I did start to sweat a little bit. I could tell that just by wearing the vest, I was getting some sort of upper body workout, even though my main workout was lower body with squats and lunges with the 20-pound weights. So after that strength training session, I could really tell a difference in the intensity of that workout. And again, I felt like I got a great upper body workout as well as lower body workout simply by adding the weighted vest to that workout. So I'm going to share some tips with you on how to select and use a weighted vest in your workout routine. Now, I will say that if you have any type of chronic pain, shoulder pain, back pain, knee pain, joint pain, you're probably going to want to check with your physician to be sure that it is okay for you to use a weighted vest while you work out. Now, when you're selecting your weighted vest, you want to start out light. You don't want to go too heavy right off the bat. You can always start out light and then increase your weight as your body gets acclimated to using the vest and you get stronger. I recommend no more than 10% of your body weight initially. I have an 8-pound vest. I'm about 140, so mine is just a little less than 6% of my body weight, and I'll tell you, it is perfect for me thus far. I am using it. It has increased the intensity of my workouts, and I know that in the future, I can always increase the weight. Just remember, if you go too heavy starting out, it could increase your risk of injuries, so start light and work your way up. Tip number 2 is to make sure you have a good fit. It should be snug, but not too tight. And a snug fit will certainly help so that it's not moving around. Again, it's not increasing your risk of injury. And especially if you're doing high impact workouts like running like I was. You don't want it flapping everywhere, flapping against your body. You want it to remain stable. So you want a snug fit, not too loose and not too tight. The next tip is to select a vest that is comfortable. You want to look for a vest that has padded shoulders, breathable fabric, and even weight distribution. You run the risk of injury if you have a weighted vest, especially if you have one that is adjustable. This vest is a weighted vest that is not adjustable. The weights are sewn into the vest. But you can get some weighted vests where you can actually adjust the weights. And if you don't have an even distribution on your vest, you run the risk of injury. You run the risk of having shoulder pain and back pain and knee pain, joint pain, because that weight is not evenly distributed. So look for something that is comfortable with an even weight distribution. Now, I know I said that you could use the weighted vest for both low impact as well as high impact workouts. I highly recommend that you start out with something low impact, things like walking or body weight exercises. You want to give your body an opportunity to get used to the load. It's not used to carrying this extra weight around your upper body. So you want to give your body time to get acclimated to this extra load before you start to ramp up the intensity with high impact workouts or working out with additional weights as part of a strength training routine. Another tip is don't skip the warm-up and do your warm-ups without the vest. When I did my walk and when I did my run and when I did my strength training, I warmed up first with the walk without the vest on. You want to give your body a chance to really warm up before you add the additional load to it. So make sure you are incorporating a warm-up without the vest before you add the vest for your workout. Another tip is don't use the vest every day and don't use it for more than about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. Again, you want your body to get acclimated to the additional weight, the additional strain that you're placing on your body. Again, that's where the intensity comes from. You're giving your body an additional challenge, and you don't want to over fatigue your body by wearing the vest constantly every single day and wearing it all the time. You have to give your body a break so that you're not over fatiguing yourself and so that you can get right back into using the vest after the break with maximum intensity. Now again, this vest was perfect for me because it allowed me to increase the intensity of my workouts without having to actually change up my workout routines. I'm doing the same walks, I'm doing the same runs, and I'm doing the same strength training exercises. I'm just now adding the vest to it, and it has really ramped up my exercises. I can feel my upper body getting a lot stronger. I can feel the intensity as I'm working out, and I know that I'm burning more calories and more fat because of the weighted vest, which is continuing to keep me in a caloric deficit that I need to be in if I am trying to lose fat. And again, if you're interested in learning more about the weighted vest that I have on or other weighted options similar to it, click on the link in the video description. It will take you right to this actual vest. If this video has been helpful to you, take a moment and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the community yet, take a moment and hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here as part of the community. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.